It is 7 o'clock. We will start now. See, this is day 2. So yesterday we have started our batch where we have gone through demo. So yesterday we had discussed about what is BPM and what is its purpose and what is PEGA and what is its purpose, and later on we understand why PEGA is called as BPM tool. Why PEGA is called as BPM tool. See, any one of you, if you had those who have missed yesterday's session, we have a backup video for that. You can go through that video, and watching that video is going to compensate the yesterday's class. Okay, for all of these questions. So those who have attended yesterday, they have a clear idea about why PEGA is called as BPM tool. Okay, over like other tools and all. Okay, and what is the purpose of PEGA? All this was being discussed in the yesterday session. So today, what are we going to discuss about? Okay, so yesterday we were not able to finish the whole demo session. Like, we discussed only up to a point where we understand clearly about what is PRPC. So PRPC stands for PEGA Rules Process Commander, where PC is process commander which drives PEGA rules from rule based to application. This is what the point we have discussed. So everyone who has attended yesterday, they have a clear idea about exactly what is PEGA PRPC. Those who had missed yesterday's session, okay, you just go through the video that is going to compensate the yesterday's session for you. And today we are going to discuss about the remaining 4 slides. Okay, so PEGA rules process commander and further architecture of PEGA. So this is what we are going to discuss about today. It will take around just 10 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes. So this is a continuation of yesterday's one. These 4 slides are continuation of yesterday's session. So those who are attending starting from today, you may not be able to understand this first, may or may not be, it depends. Okay, some people may catch up, some people may not. So if you leave about the first 15 minutes, the next 45 minutes, everyone should be able to understand. Okay, so the next 45 minutes, what are we going to do? We are going to look at the project that we are going to work on. Okay, so what are we going to look at in PEGA? So what are the topics are, I mean, like the not the technical point of view, functionally I will explain you and show you. Okay, and coming back to this one, so as a continuation to yesterday, so I'm going to give you information even for every one of you. If you closely focus here, you will be definitely able to understand even the remaining 4 slides. So what is PEGA rules process commander, and more importantly, where does it fit in? So yesterday we discussed already. PEGA rules process commander is a platform using which we can develop business process management applications. So if you want to develop applications, then you will be using PEGA. And in other words, it is a comprehensive platform for building and deploying BPM, CRM, decision management, and case management applications. So BPM stands for Business Process Management, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, decision management and case management both works together with BPM and CRM. See, when you go for PEGA, Appian, Cordis, Blaze, IBM BPM, Oracle BPM, all these are BPM tools. Suppose if you take Salesforce, Salesforce is a CRM tool. CRM is a different methodology. BPM is a different methodology. And now in PEGA also has CRM applications, but PEGA is not up to the mark compared to its competitors in CRM space. But in BPM, PEGA is a leader in the market. So who is the leader in the market for CRM? Salesforce, right? That means providing the customer relationship management solutions. Many people have done it, but out of which Salesforce has provided the best solutions. Similarly, in BPM space, PEGA is leading the market, and PEGA has provided the best solutions to the clients in the market. That's why PEGA is a leader in the BPM, and it is a process that focuses on automation of work and powerful automation of program. So PEGA rules process commander provides the feature of automation of work and powerful automation of program. So what is meant by automation of work? What do you understand from that? Work is being automated. Work automation means without any manual intervention, a task can be done. How a task can be done without any manual intervention? See, task means you are going to write some program generally, but in Pega you don't write any such programs and all. So any task, it will be scheduled. It will be scheduled. So as per the scheduled time, automatically the respective task will be done by the application. For example, from the those people who have a bank account, you might be receiving an SMS or email every weekend morning 7 o'clock. All the customers of the bank will be receiving the similar email or SMS. So there is no one going to send this emails or SMS manually. It will not be sent manually. Automatically, the email or SMS program will get executed on weekly basis. This task is a repeated task which doesn't need any manual intervention. So this can be automated. So this type of automation tasks can be done by using Pega. Pega provision, and we'll be practically working on it. And now this is not a great feature of Pega. Just very little of automation tasks. See, for automation of work, there are tools available, separate tools available in market. We call them as robotic process automation tools, RPA tools, right? So Blue Prism, UiPath, and robotic process automation, OpenSpan. Like this, there are so many tools available separately meant for automation of work. So Pega provides it in BPM, that is okay. But Pega has purchased OpenSpan company and they have labeled it as Pega Robotic Process Automation. So Pega has again separate RPA tool, okay, which is built based on .NET. And coming to powerful feature of PRPC. The powerful feature of PRPC is automation of program. Means programming will be done automatically. What does it mean? See, if you wanted to write some program, generally if you wanted to implement something using any programming languages, you may have to write the program from the scratch. Remember one thing, when I say program doesn't mean only coding language. It is user interface program, HTML, business logic program, okay, business logic, and database queries. All these are program only. One is UI programming, another one is business logic, another one is database related queries related programming. So program is automated means you don't need to write any coding. You don't need to write any coding. There is no need to write coding related to user interface, business logic, and database. So without having the knowledge about all of these three to the expert level, a single developer can work on UI, business logic, and database. That is the main advantage of Pega. And this automation of the program is not being provided by other clients, other vendors of BPM, not up to the level as provided by Pega. So Pega has provided it at its best. So when it has been started, Pega has been started in 1983. So 1983 to till today. So it is almost 35 plus years. So 35 plus years means they might have worked with so many clients. They might have come across with so many business requirements. They might have implemented so many things. Okay. So that is the reason why Pega is stable in today's market. You might be hearing about the name of the Pega PRPC only since past 10 years maximum, worst case. Okay. And many people today also, they don't know, even they're working in IT industry, they don't know about Pega. Okay. But still, because it is a licensed version, maybe it is not much available outside. So, but there are so many clients, those who are using Pega. And since 1983, they started developing this tool. Initial days, they started for, so always there is HTML, always there is database. These two are always there from the beginning. And initially, in the design of this tool, for the business logic, internal business logic, they have used C language. Later, they have transformed it to CPP, changed it to CPP, upgraded, and then Core Java, and then Core Java. Today, it is Core Java. Tomorrow, in future, it may be Python. We are not pretty much sure. But as a developer, you don't need to bother about what programming language internally being used. So learning Pega is, you need to learn about the tool and the features of the tool. You are going to learn a product. The product is meant for developing business applications. You should know about the components that are provided within the product. When you are aware of these product components, then you will be able to develop your business applications effectively without the need of writing any code. And writing any code related to UI or business logic or database is not at all recommended and even not acceptable at all. And for any business development solution that you're looking for, definitely you should be able to do it without the need of coding. And now when I say UI, business logic and database, look at here how you would be doing it without the need of coding. So PRPC uses a powerful form based programming model. So what is meant by form based programming model? So PRPC provides automation of program. Automation of program means programs will be generated automatically, or programs are ready made available in the system. Then how it is going to be utilized by you? See, as a developer, you need to know about the programs that are already available, built-in, provided. If you know the name of that respective business component, functional component, and its purpose, when you know about it, you would be able to use this particular functional component whenever you are implementing the business requirement. And look at here, there is a functional component called send email notification. Why I am accessing this? Because everyone can easily understand this. So looking at the name of this functional component, you can easily understand this functional component is required whenever we wanted to send email notifications. If you're sending email notifications, then you need to write a program in order to, suppose, for example, when we purchase a product in Amazon, at the end screen, after the product is being successfully purchased, you will be receiving one email about the product details that you have purchased and tracking information of the delivery case and all, right? So all this email, it will be sent from some mailbox. So Amazon application is going to get integrated with the mailing server, and it will send the required details, like what is the to email, what is the from email, and what is the subject of the email, what is the body of the email. All these parameters should be supplied. When it is supplied, email will be sent. But in order to implement this integration, it will take time. It is not so simple. It is not only one single email box. There are so many different email servers that might be using different clients, right? In that case, you need to create one email functionality which is very generic. What is the meaning of generic? It is a common for different sectors of the business. So that type of component is being created and provided by PEGA, so called send email notification. So if you want to implement email integration in your application, you don't need to do the things from the scratch. You just need to use this functional component and pass the parameters to it. That's it, your work is done. So it will not take more than 10 to 15 minutes, or not more than 10 minutes, in order to work with this email integration while you're working with PEGA. But the same if you want to do in other programming languages, it may need even 1 month also, because you need to do a lot of testing. But these are already been created, thoroughly tested, and provided, made available to developers. So that is how, if you are going to develop applications using other programming languages, you may need to write the coding from the scratch. So if your project is going to take 1 year in other programming languages, in PEGA, it will not take more than 3 months. It will not take more than 3 months. So like this, it is very much advantage for even developers, even for the business application will be developed quickly. Everyone clear? So this is about automation of program. Automation of program meaning that, so Pegarus process commander environment is going to provide you the facility of developing business applications without the need of coding. Without the need of coding, you don't need to write any coding. Coding related to UI, business logic, even database, everything is provided, ready-made, available in the system. Understand, everyone clear? Okay, and next, let's look at the architecture of PRPC, high-level architecture. Yesterday I was telling you already. So this is related to again yesterday. See, there will be rules. PEGA rules will be there in role base, and process commander will be there. This is there in part of the architecture. And Pegarus process command architecture needs a Java compiler. Why we need Java compiler for Pega? Just a few minutes back, I told you that for this tool design, in the business logic of this tool, they have used core Java. So internally, it runs core Java. So if you want to see that, I can show you, but that is actually not required. You can see here, just for having an idea. You don't need to bother about what is written and all. You cannot even change it. Okay, just for your information. So this is how internally it will be available, the internal coding. You never need to bother about something what is present here. Okay, వచ్చి కూర్చోండి. Okay, so you never need to bother about something what is present here. You just need to know that, okay, so it is internally developed by using core Java concepts. Okay, so that is about Pegarus process commander. Internal processing will be done for the business logic in core Java programming language, right? Core Java programs will be running. For that, definitely it needs a Java compiler. That's why you see Java compiler architecture of Pega. And moreover, XML clipboards. So what is XML clipboards? See, the input that we provide to the PRPC system anytime while you're accessing it, and the output that you get out of the PRPC system, internally it will be converted into XML format. Internally, it will be converted into XML format. I can show you even the XML format of something that you're seeing here, View XML. So you don't need to bother about understanding about this XML and all. Anyhow, XML is easy to understand. At the time while we are practically working on it, there are two different parameters in this XML that everyone should know about. I will be explaining those parameters while we are practically working. Okay, other than that, you don't need to know about entire things in this XML. Just to see how it is available or how you can access it to see. So this is how internally it will be converted into XML format for the purpose of security. So that's why in the architecture of PRPC, you would be seeing XML clipboards. Apart from this XML format, there is another format which we will be learning while we are going to work on Pega.
Yes.
And moreover, see, Pega applications, you can create different roles of operators and all on Pega application. Means login IDs can be created here itself. So many of you would have received software download instructions and software installation instructions, right? So whenever you wanted to access PRPC, you can log into Pegarus process command environment like this. So the login IDs can be created on the same environment, and Pegarus process command environment can be integrated with third-party applications. Third-party applications means maybe Java applications, .NET applications, in order to exchange the data from Pega application to other Java applications and all .NET applications, or maybe even mainframe applications, where we need to use the concept of web services and different protocols to be used. So PRPC supports all and all web service protocols like HTTP, REST, and SOAP, and CobraCom, .NET, and like this. So practically we are going to work on different web service protocols which are related to SOAP, REST, files, email, SMTP. All these protocols we are going to practically work on. So in the architecture of PRPC, we have rules, rule base, process commander, Java compiler, XML clipboards, and login IDs can be created, and there will be a facility of integrating your application with other business applications of other technologies. So this, whatever that we have discussed for this 15 minutes, it is continuation of yesterday's class. Okay, this is done demo, and all this you can watch in our YouTube channel. So in our YouTube channel, you can watch all of this, and those who are attending as a beginning class from today, you can just start focusing from now onwards. So every one of you, are you clear? I am going to unmute now. Every one of you, offline, any questions, any doubts? Everyone clear?
So what is the purpose of
Node manager, I did
integrating this enterprise
talk
system?
about two things: node manager and servlet. It is a technical architecture, you will not be able to understand. We will see while we are practically working. Here you can see servlet. I'll tell you while I was explaining about technical architecture in detail. Yes, online someone was trying to ask a question. What was that, please?
What is other rule sets?
Using this enterprise system like STTP,
What is?
what is the purpose
No.
of using enterprise system like .NET, Cobra, STTP?
Yes, see, purpose I will explain you. See, anyhow, practically while we are going to work on, I'll explain you that. But let me tell you one small example. So why do we need to integrate our application with .NET application, Java, other applications? I'll tell you one simple example. Imagine there is no software product. Software is not there. During 1980s, let's imagine. See, during 1980s, suppose if you have applied for a loan in a bank. So bank will collect all your documents, out of which tax details are one of the document which is very much needed. right? Your tax information document. This much tax you are paying, this is your so and so salary and all. Based on that loan eligibility you will be getting, correct? Now the documents that you have submitted, not you, me, okay, those documents are fabricated documents or genuine documents. How do you know? How does the bank knows that? So bank is going to have the taxation details of the customers or the citizens of India? No, they are not going to have. There is a separate department called income tax department. Okay, income tax department has all this information, right? Now from a bank there will be an agent who is registered with income tax department. He will take this document. There will be a separate cell in income tax department. They will submit the documents there. These are the documents submitted. Please review and let us know whether it is correct, genuine documents or not. Manual process, they will verify everything records. Okay, these are genuine or these are not genuine. Like that they are going to respond. That was olden days. Okay, but later with digitalization, now everything is software. Bank will have an application. They will enter the tax ID of the customer in the application user interface and they say validate. Click on a button, validate. The moment they click on, this data will be pulled based on the tax ID. But taxation information is not being pulled from banking system. It is there with income tax. Now bank application will communicate with income tax application. A request will be sent from bank application to income tax application. Income tax application will respond back with all the data. This is what digitalization, right? This, in this way, an application may have to interact with other application. So this need is there in the real world business. So this is the concept of web services. Understand everyone clear? And you don't need to even go to that level. See, I have opened my browser. I'm going to type google.com. Now my browser is an application, Chrome application, has communicated with another application called Google. So by using a HTTP protocol, by using what? HTTP protocol. Understand? So this is also a web service concept. HTTP is one protocol in web services. Similarly, we have SOAP, REST architecture, and even so many other protocols are available. So we will be practically working on this. Are you clear now? Make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now let's start our day 2.
No,
Sorry,
sir,
sir,
one
I have a
question I
question.
have.
Yes, please go ahead.
The
Other
example
rules,
clipboards.
One by one.
there is at the bottom, if you see the layer, what are the kind of rule sets qualifies to be other rule sets?
No. See, I do not want to touch the technical terminology here. That's why I did not touch node manager this and rule sets also. This is related to technical, but I should place it here. I told you about rules and rule base yesterday, process commander. Today I explained about why we need Java compiler in Pega and XML clipboards I have shown you, and I explained you about integration is needed. Other things which I did not touch, it will be covered later. You will not be able to understand these technicals at this moment of time, but you will be learning for sure. Okay.
Okay. So can you explain me the XML clipboards a little bit, sir?
XML clipboard. See here. See everything. See, let me show you something here in Pega. Okay. So why it got stuck? Hold on. See, I'll just show you something which is easily understandable to you. Okay. I'll show you on user interface, because user interface you can easily understand, right? So this is the UI. This is the UI. You are seeing. This I have designed. Okay, without the need of any coding. Okay. This is HTML format, right? HTML you are seeing in a browser. For this, internally, it maintains a different format, that is XML format. Why? This is for the purpose of security. So internally within the system also, everything that you develop is secure. So XML is a free-form structure. As a Pega developer, you don't need to bother about understanding XML structure and all. As I told you, only 2 parameters out of this XML we need to know about. I'll be telling you that later. So everything in Pega, every input that you provide to the system, every output that you get out of the system, this is output that you're seeing. Input is I might have designed this and I might have added each control. Everything will be converted into XML internally. So it processes everything in XML language format. That is for internal design and security purpose. As a developer, you don't need to deal with what is there in that XML and all. Okay. So it is not only XML, there is one more format which you will be learning at the time while you are working with PEGA. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And moreover, see, as a developer here, okay, let me start now, day 2. So as a developer, all of you, if you're learning PEGA, you are going to be an application developer, right? So as a developer, you will be dealing with UI, you'll be dealing with business logic, you'll be dealing with database, all of these three. It's a kind of full stack application development. You might be learning UI technologies, you might be learning business logic related to any technology, you might be learning some database. Generally, when you are learning other programming languages, all this full stack, you need to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You need to learn either Python or CPP or Java, something like that. And database, you might be learning SQL Server, or you might be learning Oracle, you might be learning MySQL, and you have to learn joins, all these, so many things you have to learn. So that is while you are dealing with scratch from the development using programming language. But when you are working with PEGA, all of these three you will be dealing with for sure, but you'll not be knowing about any of these three technologies. Basic high level I'll be explaining you while we go with our sessions. And without having knowledge about writing the queries or implementing the business logic or writing the HTML or JavaScript, all this, you should be able to develop your business applications. Okay, so that is what the main advantage of PEGA. Okay, and look at here now. See, when you are even including reporting also, okay, including database reporting also. So here you go now. See here. So these are already provided in PEGA. You don't need to bother about the navigations, how I am proceeding. I just wanted to explain you what are we going to work on. Okay, first I will explain you as a transaction flow overall. So within our class sessions for 3.5 months duration. What is the duration of the course? 3.5 months, and every day 1 hour. It is the same timings. There is no change in the timings. What is the time? I'm sorry. What is the timings? 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. See, why we need to spend 3.5 months? Can it not be done in 1.5 month or 2 months? I know many of you are in a hurry to learn and finish and get into the jobs. Okay, I know that. But the point here is, it is not that we finish the training at the earliest. Okay, even I can finish in 1.5 month. That is possible. But for any one of you, even if you are already working on PEGA, in your batch, we have resources who are already working on PEGA. Okay, since past 3 years, believe me. Okay, you will come to know anyhow. Okay, and now even if you are working on PEGA, see, learning PEGA, how it is different compared to other technologies. You need to remember a lot. When you are learning PEGA, there is nothing you are going to write by yourself. Okay, if you're learning Java and all, you need to remember syntaxes and you need to write, you need to get your own logic. You need to think about your own logic and you have to implement it. That is your own ideology. But there is your ideology doesn't work out in PEGA. Okay, because already components are available. Okay, you need to deal with only no programming, form based. I mean, form means UI based programming model where you're not writing any coding. So you need to know about so many component names. But how do you remember these many things? How do I remember all those? It is by practice. So for any one of you, it takes a minimum time. Okay, so from basic layman to expert level, there will be certain minimum time for everything to do. Okay, a work can be done by a person, an expert in 2 hours. A work can be done by a normal person in 1.5 hours. Okay, but there will be a minimum time for everyone, right? So reverse. An expert can do a work in 1 hour, a normal person can do it in 2 hours. But definitely there will be an average minimum time for every one of you, right? Because you are an expert, you cannot do it in 10 minutes, right? So even if you are working on other programming languages already, if you are working employee in .NET, Java, or even PEGA, it takes a minimum time duration for every one of you. Okay, and those who are job seekers, okay, those who are job seekers, you have good amount of time in your hand every day. You can spend maybe 5 hours, 4 hours like that. But those who are already employed and working, you spend minimum of 1.5 hours every day. That is mandatory apart from the classroom session. And one more point is, while the session is going on, you don't need to practice parallelly. There is no parallel practice at all. So I would be providing you all the documentation video for view access till the time you finish the training. 3.5 months plus after 3.5 months finished, 1.5 month more you will be getting the access to those videos. So no need to worry about it. Okay. Overall, you are getting 5 months access to the video. Day one video will be available for 5 months. And last day video will be available for next 1.5 month also. Okay. Will not remove immediately. So that is how you can utilize all this and you can go and learn it. And whenever you are learning PEGA, it is more of not only learning the project. 99% of the people, they think like not only PEGA, any technology. I'm just telling generally, they feel like learning a technology is learning a project. It is not the ultimate one. Please understand that. Okay. Okay, you need to learn the project. That's okay. Project is an approach. One approach you are learning how to practically implement the technical aspects. You learn some technical aspect. So one of the business requirement you are going to learn how to implement it. Is it possible for anyone to learn all the business requirement that exist in different business sectors during the training or even when you are working in for any client? Is it possible? One or two requirements you will be implementing on each one of the technical aspects, correct? That is a way of understanding the technology. That is a way of understanding how to implement it in the reality. If you are being given with another business requirement, some other business requirement, you will be using the same aspects to implement even other business requirements. You need to get such ideas. Whenever you are going to be given with a business requirement, you need to get an idea of what technical aspects to be applied, to be used to implement this business requirement. If this idea, this sync is happening, that means you are technically good. So 90% of the people, they fail to understand the technology properly. How they fail, you know, they will be learning only what is being taught in the class. After this practical is completed, they do not try anything else by themselves. I'll tell you an example. If you are learning a C programming language in a college, okay, you learn C programming language in college. Overall, throughout your subject, you have 100 programs. You have a final exam. So you learn everything perfectly. Okay, and final exam, 100 out of 100 marks you got. All programs that is been given, you had written. It doesn't mean that you are a technically good person or you are a techie in C language. Doesn't mean. You just know what you have learned, you have presented. That's it. You did not do anything by your own ideology. You did not come up with your own creativity. That is not the ultimate learning. That is just you remember and you have presented what you have learned. Suppose if I have given you one program to write, the program is not at all there in the textbook, but it is related to the same subject or not. If you are able to implement that program by yourself, that means you really understand the depth of the technology. For that, everyone should be trying. But when you come to PEGA, there is nothing like you are going to write any program. It is all about you are going to implement the business requirements without the need of coding. So, but how do you achieve it and all we will be seeing. But whenever you are learning PEGA, 90% of the people, they think like it is all about real-time project. Yes, of course it is real-time project, true, but you need to understand to learn the design of PRBC. Please understand that the internal design of PEGA, everyone should be learning. When you know about the internal design of PEGA, then that means you are techie in PRBC. You can become a technical solution architect in PEGA. So you need to try to learn in depth. So to learn in depth each and every topic from the basic level to advanced level, it takes time. That's why your training duration is 3.5 months. Okay, it may even extend 1 more week. That is possible. But you don't need to wait for 3.5 months to post your resume. All the freshers can post your resume at 2.5 months itself, and 90% of you can post your resume at between 2.5 months to 3 months itself. Okay, I'll tell you what are the other topics which you don't need to present yourself during the interview. But as a learner, you should be learning everything here, including BIX reporting, everything, which you will not even get in real time mostly, but you have to learn it. Okay, I'll talk about the course content we will be sharing all of you. There will be so many things, maybe as a layman, whatever the content you see, you may not be able to understand. But let me come to this project part. Okay, see, we are going to work on 3 real-time projects, right? 3 projects. See, project 1, I'll be teaching you this project 1 for auto insurance. And the project 2 is a banking project in the finance domain. Okay, and project 3 is a healthcare project. And even I have more projects. If you want, even general projects are also there. Other than healthcare also, there are different other projects are also available. It is up to you how many projects you wanted to work on. I can give you a number of projects. That's not a big deal. See, project 1, while you are learning this one, you'll be learning the technicals, you'll be learning the practical, how to implement. You just see here in the session when it is going on, the same you are going to practice at your practice time after the session is finished. This is just a kind of copy paste work, but because you are a fresh learner, there's no other go. This is one approach for you, how to understand the technology, how to understand the tool, how to understand a business requirement, and how to implement the business requirement using the technical aspects that you have learned. One approach you are getting. And the second approach, how you're going to proceed. Look at here now. Just one more project I'll open, let's say. Sorry, hold on, not this. Okay, let me go here. Just give me a minute, please. This is another project, and suppose I'll show you other two projects. Banking project also I will give you, no problem. See, look at here now. See, this is how you will be given with business requirement. First, it is very much important for every one of you to understand the core business. Before you start working on any project, you just need to understand the core business. So what is the business all about? Okay, so when you understand the core business, why we need it, so high level business requirements will be drafted and it will be given to you. You will be able to understand reading this business requirements. So without understanding the business, even you are technically a gem, you cannot do anything. So you need to look at software application development has two parts. One is technology, second one is real business. Between technology and business, which one is highly important? Business is important. First thing is business. Even you are a technical guy, you don't know anything about business, you cannot do anything. Okay, so first understand the business, the real business. When you understand, definitely you will be able to develop the business applications easily. So this is how your business requirements will be drafted. So the format of the business requirements will not be same for every client. Some clients will maintain in Excel, some clients will maintain in Word document, some clients in Word document they will draft some table kind of formats and all. You don't need to much bother about the format. Format can be ultimately all the required details or requirement points, story points are present in the document or not. You are able to understand it or not. That is what we need to understand. Every client will not maintain the same format for business requirement. Kindly understand that. And like this, I will be giving you so many business requirements. This is a big project actually. This is not like your healthcare project all are one line of business, but it has so many lines here. It is a big project, fully not at all drafted, not yet been drafted. It has been drafted only 35%. Okay, I'll be keep on drafting this business requirements going forward. Anyhow, I am not going to show you this business requirements now, but you will have all and all functionalities written like this: email functionality, approval functionalities, generating PDF. Okay, this like this you will be able to understand. Anyone who understand minimum language English language will be able to understand the business requirements. And this is one project. There are other projects related to banking and healthcare which I will be sharing. Other than that, even I have a car rental application here. So all these applications will have completely different functionalities. Even though functionalities are different, you take all these projects, entirely technical aspects are same. But how you use one technical aspect to implement a different functional behavior of functional requirements, that is what learning is. That is where you need to focus on. So now coming back to this one, this is our core insurance application where you are going to design the transaction model like this. High level, I am going to give you idea and information. What are the different details? So UI form design is available, and behind the scenes of this form, you have database interactions as well. For doing all of this, you don't need to deal with any queries and all. You don't need to deal with any HTML coding. So collecting the customer data and his address information, collecting transaction information, I'll show you the user interface for all of this, and collecting the vehicle details and making some decision based on brand new vehicle or already used vehicle related attachments, and you will generate the PDF documents. You will send it for the approvals, and you will send it for multi approval as well. I'll show you. Hold on. Multi approvals, it is not the only one. So for this is there, as well as other different processing is also involved. Multiple approvals, sending email notifications, as well as processing something. I told you, right? Automation of work, background processing, schedule basis, those kind of stuff, and even reporting. See, this kind of reporting, what are the tasks that I have been assigned with, so like in a business. So all this you will be coming across in the project. So I will just show you. Look at here. So if the business is going to initiate the vehicle insurance processing, see the screen that you are going to see here, this is being designed by us. Okay, we have manually designed. We can use already provided screens also, but remember one thing, as a learner, for you, you should not start learning utilizing that is provided in PEGA. Okay, you need to learn creating it from the scratch, even without the need of coding. So first, there are two phases of learning. First phase of learning is learn it to create from the scratch by yourself. You're not going to write any code. First phase of learning is done. Second phase, try to create by yourself as well as use something already provided by PEGA. These are the two different approaches you need to learn PEGA. Okay, because everything you learn from already provided, predefined, one day if you have to create something new by yourself, you will not be able to do it. One day if you want to customize that is being provided, you will not be able to customize it. When I say create by yourself, when I say customize by yourself, both of these doesn't need any coding. PEGA is all about form based programming model. See, this is the screen that is being displayed. So this is a basic form where you can capture the customer basic details. Customer basic details, all the fields here are being made as mandatory. Look at here. This is the same form that I have opened few minutes back. This is the form design I have done. In order to design this form, I don't need to write any HTML coding for your information. Here you go, and you are going to just do a drag and drop of the required functional form. I need a button, suppose. I'll drag and drop a button here. Add a button here. So button actions and all I'll be adding. So if I need let's say a date time calendar control, I can bring a calendar control, drag and drop like this. So but for this, HTML coding will be generated internally, but you don't need to bother about it, what is being generated, how it is being generated. You just need to know about how to use PR-based environment, what to create, how to create, what to utilize in order to create UI forms or anything else. See, in this UI form that you see here, so this form has been created without the writing HTML code and all. So I am going to enter some information here. Okay, first name, last name, date of birth. I'm going to enter some date of birth here, and date of birth I'm choosing 1924. See here, the moment I have chosen date of birth, automatically age got calculated. This is called declarative processing. What do you call this? Declarative. You don't need to remember this technical term today itself. You'll be learning it. Just for your information, I'm saying. So for this to implement calculation of age based on date of birth, we have done it without any coding. Whereas you see, senior citizens not eligible. See, I can even customize this message. Anyone having age greater than 65 not eligible to drive a vehicle because there is a lot of risk involved. You cannot be a primary driver. That is the meaning generally. So I will be changing this. I'll be changing this to 67 also not eligible. Now age 50, no error message, nothing. Okay. And in this UI that you see here, it is not only HTML controls that we have added, we have also included or embedded images, and we have also embedded, you can see this is a video embedding a video. So this is video embedding. So for all these, already controls are available. You don't need to do anything. Image control is available, video control is available, video control, all these are predefined, available, provided by PEGA. Please, someone was trying to ask something.
If control is not available, can I implement? Can
It
I
will be available. It will
add,
be
sir?
available. See, a control or its alternative will be definitely available. Okay, I'll tell you an example. Business is asking you gender as radio button. Radio buttons means it looks like this. Hold on. Radio button. Okay, this is the radio button. The same radio button I can also display like this, male, female, three buttons where I can select this. Okay, I'll show you a new one. This is other format. Before, this format was not there. Before 2 years, this format was not there. Only we used to stay with only radio buttons. Later they come up with. Suppose, imagine I need a format like you know about the scroll bar right and left. Right side you select gender male, left side you select maybe gender female, like this. I want that format. So your business by that format or by radio button format, anyhow you are going to achieve the business for sure. So PEGA is all about internal business processing applications. PEGA is all about internal business processing application. Let me take 2 more minutes to explain this. See, all PEGA applications that you have in today's market are intranet applications. What are those? Intranet applications. Intranet applications, internet applications. Internet applications are public domain applications, meaning that Amazon.in, Amazon.com, Flipkart, Facebook, all these are public domain. So it doesn't mean that we cannot develop this type of application. We can develop, but all the PEGA applications that you have today are internal business process management applications. I'll tell you an example. Suppose if you're going to apply for a loan processing, have you ever accessed a loan application as a customer? See, once you submit all your documents, maybe if you go to web and you are even if you go to any websites, only basic details you will submit there. That is a data collection. After that, they will make a phone call. An agent will come to you, or on an email you need to share all the documents. The real processing will start internal to the organization. Internal to organization, there will be some teams sitting, right? Those teams will access one application. So that application, they are going to take it from basic details, next level of details, reviews, approvals. All the internal employees of the organization will be involved in the processing. As an end customer, you will never involve. At any point in time, if they want your involvement, they will make a phone call. Sir, we are going to charge 1% of what is this? Processing fees. Are you okay to proceed forward or not? Sir, we need this particular document. Please email us. They will take from it and they are going to upload it. So internal employees. Another example I'll tell you. When you deposit money in a bank, imagine there will be a banking application, right? Have you ever accessed that application? Have you ever accessed the banking application of money deposit? Application may access this, sir. You never access it. It will be there accessible only to bank employees. You have never seen even that application. You just give the money by filling a form. The other way around, you put the money in ATM, it will be counted and sent back to the processing. You never involve in accessing a money deposit application. Okay, so it will be, now it is available in ATMs as the digitalization process, more digitalization. That is internal business process application. Have you ever accessed a loan processing application by yourself, everything? Have you ever involved in that? Maybe you can see the tracking information. That's a different thing. But you never involve in processing the loan by accessing the application screen by screen. These are called intranet applications accessible to business. All PEGA applications are internal business processing. Most of the PEGA applications are revenue generating applications for the business. Understand? So this is an internal business processing application where it requires it takes the details about vehicle insurance policy processing system. And here the functionalities that you are going to see, in order to develop these functionalities, we don't need to deal with any coding. So you see here, I'm going to select a state. State I have selected Telangana. Automatically I'm getting cities Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Warangal. And if I change the state to another state, the cities are different now. So you are going to populate the drop downs depending on another drop down. This concept is cascading drop down concept, but you don't need to bother about the technical term as of now. So this type of development, for doing all of this, I'm going to select an email harshapegaman@gmail.com and signature I'm going to put, accept this particular signature and then continue to the next screen. At the time of continuing to next screen, Should I save this data in the backend tables or not? So yesterday itself I have explained you, right? So you have user interface, you have business logic, you have database. Always the forms data we will store into database. So this form data that is available here, in order to store this data into backend tables, we don't need to write any queries. We don't need to write any queries. This mandatory fields and all, to implement all of these, we need to use form based programming model without writing any code by yourself. Okay, so this is how Pega is easy while you are learning. But even though Pega doesn't need any coding, you just need to spend some enough time every day to understand the internal design of Pega. As I am going to show you here the outline of the project, this is not the ultimate or the only thing that is available. In the background, there are so many things that we have written. See the data submitted back to table. For that, I did not write any queries. It is stored. I'll show you later. Okay, it is stored into the database tables in the backend. Anyhow, I'm going to enter billing address here. Okay, so I'm going to enter billing address here. So let's say my shipping address is also same as billing address. So I'm going to select this option. So now this is another functional feature. For this internally we have used a concept called data transform. Okay, data transform concept. So I'm going to submit now, and here you go now. See insurance details. So first one is customer details, address details, then transaction information. In the transaction information, what type of policy, what type of vehicle that you are trying to take the insurance for? Is it a personal vehicle that you use for yourself, or it is a commercial vehicle that you are going to use for your business? Okay, let's say I am going to choose personal vehicle. Another case I will create and show you commercial vehicle. And what is the effective date of the policy? Okay, I'm going to choose some effective date. See here, once you choose some effective date, starting from 2022 May. 2022 May is already finished. So the effective date when policy begins, it should not begin in the past. It should begin in the future. This is also some sort of thing called validation. What do you call this? Validation. So these validations are also already available. I did not do anything for this. It is already predefined, provided in the system. Okay. And here you go. I am going to choose September. September is acceptable because that is a future date. Policy term of 3 years. So policy start date, policy term, from both of these, expiry date got automatically calculated. So 3 years means 22 to 25. Okay. Suppose if I change to 5 years, it will get calculated. So what is the branch from which you are taking your insurance policy? This is the branch code. Once I enter, automatically branch name has got prefilled. Whenever you are going to enter IFSC code or SWIFT code and search, the moment you click on search, all the details will pull up. Here it is only one name, branch name I am getting. So branch name is automatically loaded. So for this, we have used declarative processing again. And look at here, vehicle identification number. This is very, very important. Look at here. When I enter vehicle number, I am getting the details of the vehicle. I'll ask you one thing. In an insurance company, when you take your vehicle to insurance company, there will be vehicle identification number. Based on that number, when it is manufactured, who manufactured it, what is the company, what is the model, all the details will be retrieved. I'm not talking about your vehicle number plate. There will be some other number on the vehicle. Okay, that I think at the time of registration they will note down the number. Okay, they will highlight the number with a sketch pen and they will note down. That is called vehicle identification number. Based on that number, you can find your vehicle, who manufactured it, when it is being manufactured, what is its color and what is its model. All the details will be available. But this data will not be there with RTO department, correct? This data will, this data will not be there with in insurance department. This data will be there with RTO department, road transportation, after you register. Now when you enter vehicle number here and click on get details, data is not pulled from the database of insurance application. It is being pulled from where? RTO department. Two different businesses communicating for exchanging of information. Which concept we should use? Sometime back in the demo I told, web service concept. So this screen is been designed by using web service concept. We created a service, we have consumed a service in this screen. Okay, and visibility conditions. See, if I select the checkbox, then only below information will be visible. If I uncheck, so this type of functionalities to implement, you never deal with coding, but you need to know about the concepts of Pega how to use those concepts. What are the different losses? More than 3 losses for a vehicle is not eligible for insurance. Let's say I have designed that type of functional feature here. I can show you that and submit this. So once after this has been finished, you see it is asking for the documents to be attached. So I can click on attach documents and take the attachments here and see here 4 documents I'm attaching. Okay, so here what is the document type? It is a driving license, and this one is insurance details, previous one, and this is a pollution check document, and this is RC book. All these attachments I need. So now once you attach the documents will be shown up here. What is the name of the attachment you have attached? Document name. What is the type of the attachment that you have attached, and who attached it from our team, and when it was being attached. All the total, how many attachments I have added. Signature, you remember, signature I am generating. Again, signature document again I am generating for the purpose of KYC, and then submit this. And furthermore, look at here. So I have attached so far only 5, right? But there is another document, policy information, I did not attach. Let me open this document. This is a PDF document generated. I generated only one screen. You would have generated all screens information. While practically working on, you would have generated all screens. So this is PDF generation. How to generate a PDF document from the data that you have submitted. See all the information that you have submitted. I want to attach the PDF document in email, and I want to send it to customer or not. I want to send it to customer. This is the information you have submitted. Policy processing completed. So you need a functionality of generating a PDF. To generate this PDF also, you never need to deal with single line of code. Okay. See, this PDF generating topic to learn, it will take 2 days for you because you are a learner. But to work on implementing this concept, it will not take more than 10 minutes after you become expert. It will not take more than 10 minutes. Once you become expert, within 10 minutes you implement it. Only design part will take time, that we should not consider, because you need to add first name, last name, first screen. Second, address details is there. Third, agency details, policy details, all that is available. Fourth, attachments related information you need to. All that you can get here, but I did not show bringing up everything. High level I have shown you only one screen information. If you add one screen on 10 screens, same practice. So like this, you are going to deal with it. If you want to download this PDF, you should be able to download. But what about this download functionality? It is already OOTP. You never did anything for downloading feature to implement. It is already internally within PRPC, these functionalities are available. Finally, the data I'm generating here, see, manager is there. Manager will go through the document and see. Manager will also review all the information that you have submitted. After reviewing, manager will take a decision whether to approve or not. Let's say manager has approved it. This has been finished. After finishing, you see here one more attachment. What is this? Let me click on this. This is your policy ID generated. This is your policy ID with today's date. See, policy ID generated with today's date means every day when you generate, it will start from 1 to sequential, it will be incremented. It is not only today's date, you can customize to have anything. It's up to you. So for generating this ID, already internal design is available. You never do anything for that. Automatically it will get generated, ID values and all. And an email has been sent. It is not simply generating ID and all attaching here. An email has been sent from some email ID, Harsha Trainings 79@gmail.com to harshapegavan@gmail.com. Okay. So in home version, it may be little slow. Just hold on. Give me a minute. See, I got an email. What is the ID? Today's date, first object. Is that the same just now I have processed? Is that the same? So this is email integration functionality. I just wanted to show you the high level design, high level functionality, not the design, I'm sorry. High level functional component. What are the different functionalities we have implemented here? So we have implemented UI, we have implemented related to PDF generation, we have implemented even other functionalities related to signatures, image embedding, video embedding, and what else? Email integration. So, but all these functionalities you never deal with any coding. That is the beauty. Just hold on a minute. One more functionality I will show you. Okay, I am going to create one more case, begin insurance again. So this time I'll quickly navigate through this initial screens. Just hold on. suppose if I wanted to send a reminder SMS to all of you, so PEGA training batch is going to start from August 17. SMS I want to send. For that I can implement the same feature by using PRBC. Okay, so that is possible. Suppose if I enter your email ID, you will receive email ID for sure. See, this particular control that you are seeing here, right? It was not there before. It has been added since the beginning of e-Pragati project for AP government in India. So there is a project for farmers. Okay, so that has been implemented in PEGA, which is being used by AP government till today also. So during that time, they wanted to go ahead with KYC. So during that KYC process, they have implemented this signature. Before it was not there. If you go and see 7 version also, it is not available. Okay, actually this I am typing here with my mouse, but actually this can be integrated with a hardware device, so where you can sign. I think you might have experienced it while taking Aadhaar card or something. E-signature you're going to do, right? Digital signature, that is the one. And here you go. Now just 2 more minutes I will be spending. Please do not log off. And here you go. I'm choosing commercial vehicle. Okay, submit this. Look at here now. See, this is the screen. Commercial vehicles, my business related vehicles. I can have more than one vehicle, right? There is a facility. You add first vehicle, add information, and then second vehicle. I'm sorry, here should be more vehicle. You can add like this, upload a Excel document. So customer can browse and take the Excel document. Let's say Excel file like this, customer is taking, and click on upload my vehicle data. So he don't need to spend too much time to add one by one vehicle. You give them an Excel format. I can provide a facility here. Download Excel template, enter the data in Excel, and upload the same template here. They will download the Excel file, upload here, automatically within a minute it has been done. This is Excel integration. So you are going to integrate PRPC to upload Excel data and load it into UI. This is not only this functionality. So I can implement a screen like this. For example, I'll tell you. I can have all your names, email IDs in an Excel. I will upload here and click on a button, upload and send email. The moment I click on upload and send email, what will happen? All your email IDs from Excel will be uploaded and an email notification will be sent all of you. That I can implement. That is possible. It is not about, see, but functionality is same. See, look at this functionality. I have uploaded Excel and displayed. This is one requirement given to you. Another requirement is upload Excel and send emails. Both of these are looking like two different business functionalities, but ultimate development will be same. Ultimate development, core development is uploading Excel, getting the data into PRBC from the Excel. If you know that, additional feature is, in this case it is display, in other case it is sending email notification. Like this, you can implement the business functionalities in PEGA. All these functionalities that you have seen, I just have shown you high level quick overview or walkthrough. All these functionalities, you will never be writing any code. It is very easy to implement. Okay, but only point is, for email integration, what are the functional components? For Excel integration, what are the functional components? Okay, these functional component names you need to remember. How do you remember that? You don't need to have a special practice for that. Okay, you don't need to chant every day. As you start using it multiple times, you do a practice, automatically you'll remember. Understand? Everyone clear? Online resources. So that's it for today. It is already late. Okay, we are going to continue our sessions again tomorrow, same timings. Tomorrow I am going to explain about we are going to jump into the subject. I don't want to wait for this and all. If you wanted to talk to me for any of your questions, doubts, I'll be sending a document of FAQ. Go through it once. After that, you give me a call and or send me a WhatsApp message. Yesterday, many people have contacted me. So I am going to give you my number. I have already given that. Okay. This number you have to contact me by sending a WhatsApp message to discuss about your career guidance related questions only. What is the duration of the course? What is the fees? All this you have to discuss on another number from which you already had a communication. Okay. Someone was trying to ask a question. What was that? Online.
Yeah. You have shown the format, PDF format.
Shown what?
A PDF format for this vehicle
Yes,
registration,
yes, correct.
vehicle number, everything. So
Correct.
the format should be in the same order, or we can replace.
No, it's the way you can design. I just designed it roughly. So at the time while you are designing, you can spend enough time and you design it in a proper way of your own order, your own structure. It can be any order. That's up to you.
So there is no specific order for this one.
There is no specific order for it. It can be your wish. Okay. So that's it from me for today. I know that last day and today also I did not give time to ask any questions online or classroom here. That is because all your queries will be addressed by WhatsApp or phone call, because it will be difficult to manage to deal with all the questions here within 1 hour session. Okay. So you can get back to us during the daytime or evening time, India evening time, and post your questions. We'll be able to respond back to you. Okay. And I will not be available for next 2 hours to respond for your phone calls because I have other classes, okay, which are running batches. So we'll wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow. I request every one of you, please be available 5 minutes before 7 o'clock. On dot 7 o'clock, we are going to start. There is no wait for anyone. Okay, fine. You can wind up for today. Thank you very much. And this video, what we have done today, will be shared to you. You will receive on your WhatsApp in some time. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.